Greetings, film fanatics! Filmholmes here, and welcome to another rendition of Too Many Movies. Now, the other night I decided to watch a movie, and it's actually one of my all-time favorite films. It didn't make my favorite films list, mainly because it wasn't a film that made me want to be a filmmaker or made me want to study film or anything. But it's a movie that I have always loved. It is entertaining from beginning to end. It is a near flawless movie, at least for me. And I decided to watch it, and just as always, it entertained the hell out of me, and it holds up even to this day. I am talking about the classic 90s movie, The Fugitive. Let's get to it. Alright, the plot of The Fugitive was basically exactly like the TV show it's based off of from the 60s, which still has one of the highest rated series finales in TV history. But for those of you who don't know the plot, Harrison Ford is a doctor, and he is framed for the murder of his wife. It's shown very early that he didn't kill his wife. A one-armed man actually did it. Nobody believes him. On the way to jail, the bus crashes because a couple prisoners try to escape. So Harrison Ford is able to escape and go on the lam. And I've always wanted to say that. And go on the lam. And he is hunted by a U.S. Marshal played brilliantly by Tommy Lee Jones in an Academy Award-winning performance, and his team. And the rest of the movie is basically, Harrison Ford's character trying to find out what happened to him, why it happened, why he was framed, why his wife was killed, and Tommy Lee Jones just being Tommy Lee Jones and awesome. And that's really the plot of the movie. It's an idea that was done before, but, it was done in the 60s for a TV show that ran 4 or 5 years. But it's done, so well, it feels fresh and new. You know what I mean? The script is so well put together, nearly flawless. Like I said, this is a nearly flawless movie, in my opinion. The performances are great. It's one of my favorite Harrison Ford performances. I don't think he gets his due for the film, mainly because Tommy Lee Jones steals the show as the U.S. Marshal. And he does. He makes the film even better. It would have been a good film, but Tommy Lee Jones' performance, there's just something about it. It's delicious. There's a reason why he won an Oscar for it, which, when you think about it, you're like, Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive won a Best Supporting Actor Oscar, but you know what? In this movie, he is exactly what a supporting actor is supposed to do. He is supporting, but he also kind of helps carry the film a little bit with his performance, and that's what a good supporting performance does, and that's why you should win an Oscar if you do that. But the movie, it goes through, a lot of different layers in a way. First, it's just about Harrison Ford, what he has to do to stay hidden from the police, U.S. Marshals, and then he finally starts putting together the pieces of what happened to him in the past, and there were a lot of close calls. There's that really famous scene in at a dam, and one of my favorite movie quotes ever, where Harrison Ford goes, "I didn't kill my wife," and Tommy Lee Jones goes, "I don't care!" And he ad-libbed that, and it was brilliant. It summed up both characters, really. But this movie, it's so well directed. It was one of the highest grossing movies of 94, 93. I can't remember exactly what year, but it was a huge hit, and for good reason. And I think it's one of Harrison Ford's best performances. Again, underrated. If you don't like Harrison Ford, watch it just for Tommy Lee Jones, because even if you're not a Tommy Lee Jones fan, this will make you a Tommy Lee Jones fan, bar none. And the supporting cast is good. Joe Pantoliano, I can't pronounce his name, is in it. He does a great job. He's memorable, and I guess that's really it. There's really not a lot of other characters that are memorable. The woman that plays Harrison Ford's wife, really, I can't remember her name. She was on House, but she does a good job. She's basically just seen in flashbacks. We don't really get to know her at all, but at the same time, the movie does a good job you know, convincing us that Harrison Ford and her, Celia Ward, were very much in love, and they had a good marriage and a good life, and it was taken from them for no reason. And as the plot unfolds, and it finally gets to what happened, why this happened, it's kind of quick, and you could even miss it, but it leads to a fantastic ending, and one of my favorite endings in a movie. It's so satisfying, and it ends on just the right note. So that's really all I can say about The Fugitive. I mean, everything's top-notch. The directing, the acting, the writing, the editing, it's all almost flawless. So I don't think it's as much of a surprise. I'm going to give The Fugitive 5 out of 5. There's no way I can't. It really is that good. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. I think it's one of the best movies of the 90s. I think it's one of the best movies, period, and one of my all-time favorite films. It always entertains me every time I watch it. I love it. So, that was Too Many Movies. I'm Filmholmes. Thank you very much for watching. As you can see, I got more films to watch, so I will see you in the next video. Take care.